it's your girl Renata, and you can join me and my special guests every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we touch on issues that impact women of all ages, from knowing your worth and identity in Christ, fostering godly relationships, beauty, fashion, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and more. And of course, we bring a biblical perspective to every discussion.
It's Women of Promise, the Grand Reset, every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM. Women of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and Extra Foods.
Jam and beam makes wishes come true with a lot to fix up everything brand new. So gather your dreams, let the magic in with the jam and beam loan. You're set to win.
Get a loan up to $350,000 unsecured from GMMB for home repairs, trips, or gifts, and no loan repayments until February next year. Plus, you could win groceries, home decor, and more. GMMB, fixing you up for real this Christmas.
Hi, I am Vanessa Briggs, and I'll be joining Renata Singh on Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we empower women to live a healthy lifestyle holistically in mind, body, and spirit. Get all your tips on nutrition, exercise, mental health, and so much more on this special edition of Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM.
Women of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and Extra Foods.
I am Renata Singh, and welcome to Women of Promise. As always, on the last Tuesday of every month, I have with me a very special guest. Well,
Hey.
I feel like I shouldn't call you a guest anymore. I feel it, you're my co-host.
I think it's official now.
Yeah,
Come on, let's do this.
And if you all don't know who it is, then you're clearly new here. I have with me Vanessa Briggs. How you doing?
Girl, I'm good. How's the weather for you today?
You know,
said there was
actually, I was
nothing.
coming from south, and I did not know that it was like raining in North Trinidad.
Yeah, I left home in proper rain. I had to
Serious.
divert a little bit because, you know, the road, there's a lot of water.
Yeah.
But, you know,
So if you're on the roads, please be
be
careful.
Be careful, definitely.
Yeah, and please don't go driving in no flood water.
Yes, your vehicles are weighted.
Yeah, Vanessa,
Minutes.
the last time you were here, though,
Uh-huh.
I did tell the listeners that, well, we had some homework to do.
We did.
In terms of, just being mindful and more intentional
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
the choices that we make.
Yes,
In
yes.
terms of what we eat, prioritizing that rest, etc. And very fitting, last week we actually was speaking quite a lot about burnout.
Yeah, we did.
And the reason why I'm circling back to that conversation is because I did say we are going to keep each other accountable.
Yes, I'm
So
ready for
I
it.
will ask the question first. I will answer as well.
Yes.
How has the last month been for you?
You know what? Much better.
Okay.
I tried my best, and I think we all know that I struggle with, just managing sleep time because you're working constantly, right? And I have actually made time to sleep and to rest. The results were phenomenal, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt better. I felt a little bit more anchored, less anxiety
Yeah.
because I was incorporating rest, So I feel proud of myself. I didn't always get it right. Like this morning I went in pretty late,
Okay.
extremely late, and the night before that because I was working right until 2 a.m. just recording. Sometimes you do what you have to do.
Yes.
But I know that this afternoon when I go home,
You
I'm
have
gonna
that
take
time.
some time, so now I'm factoring, just the time of rest
So you're
into my
planning
schedule.
it into your schedule.
I have to, yeah.
I
I'm
love
doing
that.
that
I
now.
think that is something that I have been trying.
Yeah,
And again, the
yeah.
key word there, trying
Trying.
to be consistent with.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you, I don't always get it right, but it's
Yeah,
definitely something that I'm trying to be more mindful
Yes,
of.
yeah.
I think that's a good place to
Yeah,
start. that.
Definitely.
And just not feeling that guilt when you don't.
Yes, yeah.
When
Because
you
of the
slip up.
moments when you actually get it right,
Absolutely,
because we
absolutely.
do it,
Small progress is still progress.
Definitely,
And
always.
I mean, we're talking about how it has been over the last month. So don't just look at I messed up yesterday or the day before. This week was rough. You're gonna have those tough days, tough
Definitely.
weeks even, but try to kind of like find a way, like you're saying, to kind of factor that into your schedule.
So I plan
as
it
much as
now.
possible.
I plan it, even if it's a power nap, 15 minutes, and it works. So tell me, how about you?
Well,
What have you been working on? What did you commit to, and how's that been going?
So, like yourself, I think I have been trying to be very intentional about just like the things that I eat. No, I don't always get this right.
That's fine.
But it's definitely something that has been on my mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times my weekends I notice are a bit more my rough patch. Like when you have church and all the activities and stuff like that. This time of year kind of gets a little bit crazy on weekends, and generally my work schedule is like that on weekends. So I kind of identify that, and I'm like, okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't hold myself too strong in terms of like the eating part. What I'm eating then, because more than likely I will be eating out.
It's fine.
So I'm trying to be mindful of what I eat during the week. Because I feel like I have a little bit more control in terms of like prepping and planning in that way. So it's been better, not the best.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
But
Same
better.
here. It's been better. I've not mastered it yet. I'm still very addicted to completing tasks, and so I would sacrifice sleep to complete a task.
Because you could always sleep.
Yeah.
When you have the time, right?
Yep.
And when is that?
We don't get around to it. We don't get around to it.
Exactly.
But small steps, baby steps, like we said at the last session. Baby steps matter, because then it takes you even closer to your goal. So that's what I love most about it. Just making the move and making the step.
If you're listening, let us know if you were in on the challenge. If you are thinking about starting it, today's a good day. Today's a good day to start. Let us know what that looks like for you. You can connect with us via WhatsApp. Let us know what's up. But you're committing to, is it the rest part of it? Are you trying to be better in terms of like what you eat, etc.? Yeah, let us know. We're gonna hold each other accountable. All right. So today, Vanessa. We're switching things up a little bit. We're going to talk about something that you said you would share with us.
Yes.
A couple programs back.
And I'm standing true to my word today.
Yes, you are.
I am incredibly excited about this segment in particular, primarily because it was the easiest to prepare for, if I'm honest. Giving that context, I'm simply sharing what I do on a daily basis, and I think that's really all I've been doing, really.
Yeah.
But this one in particular, it was exciting for me, just putting pen to paper, not literally, about what I do daily, what works for me, what helps. All of our bodies respond differently, right? So what works for me might not work for you, depending on your body type. Ectomorph, mesomorph. You can check it out. What is my body type? What does my body respond to? What is my blood type? What am I allergic to? So you want to be mindful that some of what I'm going to share, you might not always enjoy it, but if you're not allergic to it and it's going to benefit you, give it a little try now.
Like
give
pumpkin.
it a little try. Like pumpkin. And if not pumpkin, find a substitute that has the same
benefits.
Benefits and essential vitamins, minerals, etc. And you just swap it out, because you don't have to make it a task or something that, it's not enjoyable. I enjoy food. We were chatting about that earlier. When I tell you I enjoy food, sometimes I think I don't idolize it, but I enjoy it a little bit too much. Right, Tiffany? You just feel like if I don't eat now, somebody come get me, just pick me up off the floor because we need to eat. That's how I feel. I think I
am being an irresponsible citizen when I don't eat on time.
Listen.
Because I can't listen.
I can't
I'm
function.
being real, not just function. I get really snappy.
Yeah. I get it. I feel the same. I feel irritable, and so I try to. We were chatting earlier that we walk with a little snack. Whether it's some cashew nuts, you walk with a banana, you walk with an apple, whatever works for you. I think before I understood any of what I've researched and what I've experimented with and what works. Granola bars would be my go-tos, not realizing that it was so high in sugar and it was so processed, I didn't understand why I started feeling a little bit off after I had it, and I'm not saying you can't have it at all, like I said, these are merely suggestions. I've noticed that, just having a healthier option makes sense. But then my sister and I were having a conversation at some point, and we were talking about the fact that vegetables are filled with chemicals now as well, right? So we have fruits and vegetables, so you want to use the less of the evil. For me, you try it, you see how your body responds, and just see the
And let's be real, buying organic is
that is expensive. It is, very expensive, so if I do buy organic items, I use it sparingly because I don't want to head back to the grocery next week to get it, right? Like if I do organic eggs, for example, it's like almost $60 a crate. Right? And I use it sparingly if I'm doing bagels. If I'm having eggs, instead of having 3, I might have 2 just to save it a little bit. And then I substitute, so it's not that I'm, starving myself. That is not something I'm interested in ever. I'm not going to starve myself.
I don't even think that's healthy.
It isn't ever, so, but you just manage what you buy and you have substitutes, so you don't have to eat eggs every single day. You can swap it out for tofu, etc. And of course, what I'm about to share, right? So, guys, people have been messaging, quite a few women, they've been asking, what do I eat on mornings?
Right.
If not flour, are you saying, how can I have breakfast without flour? That is,
especially in Trinidad, like everything I feel is a flour option. I mean, we're talking roti, we're talking bread, we're talking, it's like, that's like the base, and you build on that.
And so, like I'm sharing today, there are options, and so I'm just gonna explain though that I have a priority when I have any meal at all. That's now more than ever. I ensure that there are fruits and vegetables. I ensure that there's protein. I ensure that there are carbohydrates, and I ensure that there's fiber and hydration. That's like last. That's really not like priority in terms of the meal plan. But for me, it's always veggies, protein, carbs, and fiber. And then I'll just break it down. In terms of veggies, right? Veggies will always provide like essential vitamins, minerals. It improves digestion. It's nutrient rich. Basically, right? So must have veggies on every meal. Even when you're buying out, you just think, okay, the food court has like 20 or 25 different options, if so much. I'm looking for protein, vegetables, carbohydrates, fiber. But if you understand what those are, you just choose the healthier options. So if I'm eating out, I might get sweet potatoes with fish and some vegetables, or whatever you feel comfortable with, chicken, lamb, etc. So in terms of the protein, that protein builds and repairs muscle. Especially if you're working out, because you can work out or you can diet, lose a lot of weight, and then you end up with a lot of skin, right? You don't want that to happen. So you must build muscle. So if you want to maintain the muscle, you want to have protein. Protein doesn't always have to be meat, because there are vegetarian or vegan options of protein, right? Meat-based protein is always the best source though, right? So protein builds and repairs muscle. It repairs your skin and your hair, and it improves your bone health. So for joint pains, etc., depending on the source of protein, that is helpful. Then you have your carbohydrates. Your carbohydrates will be your body's primary source of energy. That's where you get your energy from. So if you remove all carbs, as in no rice, no flour, no oats, then you realize that your energy level takes a horrible dip, and you understand you feel a little bit more fatigued and you have withdrawal symptoms. So you want to replace the unhealthy carbohydrate for the healthy ones, right? So it basically gives your body energy, it fuels your brain and your central nervous system. That's how important carbohydrates are. Then you have fiber. Fiber, of course, as we know, improves your digestive health. It helps prevent constipation, and there are so many persons I know who experience constipation, and it's really because it's a lack of fiber. They might have all of the other fruit groups or into their diet, incorporated into the diet, but they lack fiber. And of course, it gives you also a feeling of fullness. So if you exclude fiber, which is vegetables as well, some of the carbohydrates provide fiber, then you'd feel less full than you should feel, right? And then, of course, for hydration, it improves your skin and your energy level. If you don't have water, or let's say you don't enjoy water a whole lot. I had a client yesterday, and he was saying he does not enjoy water. And I said, okay, that's fine. That's fair. Because who wants to just keep drinking and consuming bottles upon bottles of water with nothing in it all day, right? If you have to, then you should, and you should. But you can also use water-based fruits. Pawpaw, watermelon, cucumbers, a nice salad. Those are hydrating.
Have you ever tried the infused water?
Those are the commercial ones.
No, like I make it at home. Like,
Okay, tell me.
I hope I'm saying the correct
Tell
thing.
me,
But
yeah.
like they put like the cucumber and like mint and stuff
Gotcha,
in it.
yeah.
Or like I think they
haven't-
put sometimes they put like little
and
like
lemon
fruits.
and stuff. They put rosemary leaves. Good. I've seen it. I didn't know it was called infused water.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. But I've definitely tried. I use lemon in water, flaxseed, chia seeds and stuff. So I'd squeeze like lemons because that's hydrating first thing on morning. That really is helpful. So yeah, have you tried the infused water with like rosemary, or what do you put in yours?
Honestly, I just really like the cucumber and mint. I find
Yeah,
it's like really
nice.
refreshing.
Okay,
I've
good.
had ones with like fruits in it, so it's a
Gotcha,
little, it
yeah,
gives a
yeah.
little fruity
Yeah,
taste.
gotcha, yeah.
Now obviously there's no sugar in that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's
Which
just
is fantastic
the,
and
yeah.
hydrating.
Yeah.
And it's flavorful. So you don't have to just consume a bottle of plain, regular
Exactly.
water.
You can make it interesting.
Yeah,
It's-
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like essentially the process for all that we do matters, and the sources.
Yeah.
So if you're doing let's say you have water, you're infusing your water, then you don't want to put the cranberries in the pack
Yeah.
into the water.
Fresh
You just put
is
what is
always
natural.
best,
Fresh is
right?
always best. Yeah. So So we're gonna move on to just some ideas that I'm gonna share with you guys. If my sauces, for example, if I'm frying foods, because I do fry foods, like I fry tofu, I fry fish. I'm grilling. Let's say I'm grilling or roasting my vegetables. I might put coconut oil or olive oil.
How do you prepare your tofu? I'm interested in this.
Right, so I buy the firm ones.
Okay.
There's one in a yellow box, which I can't remember the name. Can you believe it? Because I've tried like 6 brands. Some of them are a little bit too soft, and that's something I didn't always enjoy about tofu.
Is it
where
the
it's-
texture?
The texture, yeah. So it actually says firm,
Okay.
and then there's soft on the package. So I look for firm. And then I slice them. I either make them into, the potted meat size. Like there was this potted meat thing that they had in the tin, where when you cut it, it's like this thick slice. No, you don't know about
Like
it. The potted
spam?
meat, like spam, exactly
Yeah.
like spam. So the tofu that I purchase, it looks similar to spam in terms of
Okay.
the shape. It's a rectangular shape, and I just give it. I just slice it into small neat slices. And then I season it with garlic and herb. I season it with onions. If you want to use onion powder, that's fine too, but I'd rather use the
Fresh
onion,
onions.
right? But if you put the fresh onion too soon while you're frying it, the garlic gets burnt, right? And it tastes a little bit too
Yeah.
bitter. So I use like the Caribbean flavors they have some really nice options, garlic and herb. I put some salt, sea salt in there, or your regular salt if that's what you prefer.
So you fry them.
And then those slices, I put them in the coconut oil and fry them firm, and then create a dip for it.
Okay.
Or then have like other garnishes and stuff at the side of it. And that's how I prefer tofu. Or I do the very same thing and bake it. So I have that prepped. Listen, it
Baked?
takes, I bake it, and it gets so firm and so lovely. So
okay.
I drizzle like olive oil on it or coconut oil. And when it's done, I kid you not, you can have that with, if you're doing sweet potato fries or regular baked fries or grilled fries, or you have like the smashed potatoes, you can smash them and put cheese on them, bake it.
Okay.
With the tofu, listen, it's so good, right? So that's
I
just
think
basically
I
one.
need to try to give tofu another
It
try.
is good though. It is good. And when you think of the benefits of tofu, so these are items that you guys can research, and you'll see well, of course, I know in the past we've heard that tofu contributes too much to high estrogen level, but you want to keep your hormones balanced, right? At the end of the day, and it is high in protein, so it does work, and it actually feeds your hormones well, progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's so good, so good. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with day 1. So if you have your pens and papers, I'm seeing quite a number of persons on online. You've joined. Yeah, just hit me a little hey so that I know that you're ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, so
All right,
pens and
awesome.
papers. 'cause
Pens,
Vanessa
papers,
about to
phones.
drop her
Cool.
nuggets. What works for you?
What works for me?
How she keeps her slim, nice figure.
Thank you very much. I try. But I'd say this though, please feel free to swap out. You don't have to use oats. You can use any other option. Almond flour, you can use aromat flour, you can use, there are a lot of whole grain flours that exist now. The issue with regular flour is that it's bleached, and they've stripped every bit of nutrients out of it.
Yeah.
And of course it lines your gut, right? And so you get constipated easily, and that's the issue for me that's what I've found. That flour does to me feel bloated, right? And it stays a little bit longer to digest, right? So I'm going to go with day one, what I do. It can get boring, but I mean, it's not going to be boring if you switch it up, right? So you don't have to use this as your exact day one. You can switch days, you can repeat, which is what I do sometimes, and you can just interchange, have substitutes. So day one, I'm going to put here sardine. If you don't eat sardine, Renata, my peripherals work so well. Her leg was shaking, right, guys? Let me tell you, her leg was shaking. Until I said sardine, Renata's leg stopped shaking.
But to be fair, right? To be fair, I like sardines.
Yeah, okay, good. So I misread in my profile. I just say
I do know. Listen, I maybe stopped subconsciously because I know like there are people that are like, I don't like sardines.
Yeah. But do me one favor. If they can, if you are that person, hallelujah, see that hand? Research the benefits of sardines, especially the ones with the bones, and then tell me the
So sardine with the bone.
With the bones, I know we usually take them out, right? But then if you think about with fish and some bones, sometimes we crunch them because the bones actually are high in omega-3.
So you eat the bones?
I eat the bones, but I take the gut thingy out. Gross, right? That little, that thing on the inside. You take that out.
Great, excellent.
But I keep
I'm glad we're on the same page, and I just needed to make sure that it wasn't weird.
So I take those out, right? So that we have sardines.
Right.
I eat that first. So I try to eat within 30 minutes after I wake up. I try not to give it 1 hour, 2 hours. Yeah, within 30 minutes. So I might wake out a little bit. And
I think
then,
it take me 30 minutes to get off my bed sometimes.
Listen, there are days that are like that, and I get it, right? I get it. I understand. So I try to eat within 30 minutes, and I have protein first. Then I have like loaded oats. I always call it loaded oats because I put a lot of stuff in that. But I try to drink warm water. If I want to have something first and I'm going to eat within 45 minutes, I have very warm water. So it's day one, we have rolled oats or steel cut oats. The regular oats isn't always the best for you. You can research that, but rolled oats or steel cut oats. And then I'm going to give you a list of what I put in it. Not all on the same day because, I mean, the grocery will be seeing me every 2 days. Bananas, you puree that sometimes and you pour that over it. It's a great sweetener. After you throw the rolled oats, you can chop it or blend it if you want. You have walnuts, almonds, pecans, flaxseed, cinnamon, vanilla extract, chia seeds, cranberries, blueberries, apples. Listen, it is so delicious. My friend Tamara has a company called Yum Yum Yogurts. She produces pretty much and makes natural yogurts, not with the additives and sweeteners that you get at the grocery store. So you're not going to get it at the grocery stores, but she does it by orders, and I collect them. You place your order. She has like pumpkin spice. She has prune yogurt. She has apple, cinnamon, cranberries, blueberries, name them. So delicious and beautiful. If you don't want sugar in them, you can tell her. If you want it unsweetened, that's also fine. But you also have sweeteners if you want to put them in the oats. Sometimes I put a scoop or two in the oats because most times yogurt is actually best eaten warm because of the cultures.
Warm.
Yes. Before I knew it and understood it, I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't know if I can get on board with that.
Yeah, so I know I get that. I get it. But you can try just like a teaspoon and see if it works. You don't have to, but your body digests it better, right? So you have other sweeteners. If you want sweeteners, you have dates, raisins, you have honey, you have ripe bananas. Those are great. You honestly don't even feel like you need the sugar when you're through, right? So that's day one.
All right, but before we go to day two, right? We're going to go to a short break. When we come back.
Awesome.
Actually, don't go anywhere. Please don't. You're going to miss out a whole lot. We're only on day two, and Vanessa has a lot to share, right? So we're talking healthy eating and definitely some healthy breakfast options coming in after the break.
Everything brand new. So gather your dreams, let the magic in. With the JMB loan, you're set to win.
Get a loan up to $350,000 unsecured from GMMB for home repairs, trips, or gifts, and no loan repayments until February next year. Plus, you could win groceries, home decor, and more. GMMB, fixing you up for real this Christmas.
Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans at Furniture Plus. Enjoy fast approval, low interest rates, and up to 36 months financing. Retirees, self-employed, and permanent employees apply today. Buy now, pay later with Furniture Plus credit plans. Conditions apply.
At Acropolis Medical Center, we are deliberate in ensuring that good health is your foundation to a better life. For over 10 years, we've delivered compassionate care, medical excellence, and community support. From consultations to specialized services, everything you need is at one convenient, one-stop location. Whether it's your health, your family, or your organization, our team is here to help you live life well. Call 657-3356, WhatsApp 488-6463, or visit 99B Circular Road, San Fernando. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Acropolis Medical Center. Acropolis Medical Center. Live life well.
Hi, I am Vanessa Briggs and I'll be joining Renata Singh on Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we empower women to live a healthy lifestyle holistically in mind, body, and spirit. Get all your tips on nutrition, exercise, mental health, and so much more on this special edition of Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM.
Woman of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and Extra Foods.
Some healthy breakfast options. She went through day 1 and we're now on day 2. So Vanessa, what do you got for us?
I have day 2.
Okay.
I always start, like I said, with warm water, preferably not cold water. Your body has a really hard time breaking down cold food and cold drinks, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I remember doing a workshop once with Victory Outreach in Diego Martin, that's Pastor Bellamy. And he was on the call, and I was sharing with the group, the singers, hey, warm water, anything that is cold freezes your voice, your vocal cords. Okay. Anything that is warm relaxes. And some of them were like, oh my gosh, no cold water. And he endorsed it. He said, listen, it's so bad for your digestive system when you have cold drinks, but you don't experience it within the first few years. You see, later on, your digestive system, your liver begins to, send an alarm that, hey, something is going on here, right?
I think I need to set an alarm to myself because
yeah,
I like
cold drinks.
I like extremely cold things
and extremely
hot. Like
yeah.
there's no, I don't really. Yeah. Honestly, the only thing I would have room temperature, and this is only like if I don't have another choice, is probably bottled water.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I usually just do now. I only do warm drinks because it feels better. So yeah, you can try it and see. First thing in the morning, some warm water gets rid of the mucus as well. Okay. All right, so. Day 2, we have eggs. If you do eggs and loaded oats again. So some days, depending on how packed it is, I do it again. I just repeat that, right? But with the eggs though, I never just have it alone. With this sardines, I never just have sardine alone. You can put any vegetable you like. More so garlic. I always put garlic. I know it's a little bit odd, but garlic is great for your digestive health. It's great it's a great immune booster as well, and it's great collagen. It's a great source of collagen. Try it anyway. So we have spinach. I put in my eggs. I put either spinach, kale, tomato, sweet peppers, onions,
garlic. How are you doing that eggs? Is it scramble?
You know what? I just fry them. Yeah, I just fry them. I try not to keep them on the fire for too long. And then I put I put the vegetables in at the side
not
first, and then
overcooked.
put the egg. No, not overcooked, definitely, because you're gonna kill the nutrients, right? But any food, you wanna ensure that you don't overcook any of your meals. Make sure it's cooked, because I don't enjoy sunny side up. I don't enjoy seeing anything runny and.
Come on.
Oh, come on, I'm coming, but not there.
No way.
Girl, I can't. Like, it's so gross to me, the idea of seeing it that runny.
I
And
thought we
eggs.
were on this part to becoming besties, but
We-
I
listen.
can't.
Give me some time. Give me about 4 months, okay? I'll try. Give me some time.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. I will try a pumpkin if you try
I
to
will try
like
it.
sunny side up.
I will try it. I will try your sunny side up. But once I see that thing still yellow, I will flip it
Oh,
and make sure it's
no.
cooked. But I will try it. If
Okay,
you know,
okay,
I'll probably try it again. Maybe you can convince me. Let's see.
Try
And
it.
I will.
You have to,
And
you
I'll
have
make you a
to-
pumpkin soup.
Okay,
Yeah, creamy coconut milk pumpkin soup. Yeah.
I think that would taste good.
Okay, good. Yay! Yeah. So with the eggs, you can put any vegetable you like in it, but just ensure that you have, because remember, the roadmap for that is carbs, your protein, and what's the other one? Fiber, and then of course anything that hydrates, right? And you can have, again, rolled oats or steel cut oats. Yeah, those are really good options. Yeah. Day 3, again, I always just put my warm water just so that it registers. I make an almond flour bread, right? And I put like garlic in it. You can put onion in yours. Pretty much, I can send you the recipes if you like, but I do almond flour bread. Once they're done, I slice them, freeze them, and I just take them out and toast them. And again, I have them with sardines or I have them with cucumbers, but I always put vegetables, always have the protein again. All right, so you can have bread that morning, you can have sardines, you can have cucumbers. If you don't want to do the almond flour, because it sometimes crumbles, right? You can put egg in it when you're baking it, or flaxseed to hold it together, or you can mix it with oat and have oat bread if you do oat bread. You can also have oat wraps if you don't want to do almond flour bread, right? But the oat wraps are really good. My aunt Annette sent me recently a carrot and oat wrap. It looked a little bit like asada. I tried it and it was so good. The process for that was a little bit longer than I usually take, but it was really, really good as well. Yeah, and if you don't use eggs, the vegetarian option for protein, and a great source of it would be on mornings, you can actually have some chana. I see now they have chana in the pack that is already pre-cooked, or they have them in the boxes, and they don't have like a lot of additives in them, so you can do chana, put some saffron in it and garlic, like a chow, right? And put some shadow benny, a pinch of salt, and then you can
Shadow
have that.
bunny on everything.
So beautiful, so good. And then you can have that with almond flour bread and a side of veggies, right? But it's cucumber or kale. So that's day 3. You would not believe how full you feel when you're done. Have some water and you move along, right? Day 3. This is a meat option again, and then I'm going to give you the vegetarian option. You can have tuna. So you might have sardine one day, tofu one day, chana one day. You have tuna on this day with the almond flour bread, and this is just what I eat, right? Now, I toast the almond flour bread, and I must note, I use ghee almost every single day, right?
Really?
Research the health benefits of ghee, and then tell me what you think. We're talking, because it's clarified butter. It's not processed butter, right? And it's so important for our bodies. So I use ghee. I toast it with ghee on both
Does it
sides.
change the taste of...
You know what? It gives a really nice flavor, though.
Okay.
It almost tastes milky. It's really nice. Yeah, it's lovely. It's like using butter, right? But of course, this isn't processed butter. It's entirely processed butter. So yeah, I toast it with ghee, and then I spread some garlic on that. And I might have that with the tuna. And of course, again, a side of veggies. I always have cucumbers in abundance. I always have kale. I always have watercress, because you want your iron. You want the fiber.
Watercress.
Yeah, I love it too. Yeah, especially with pilau or just with anything.
Yes. Sunday
or I put it in
lunch.
wraps, Sunday lunch. Or I put them in wraps. I make it like a tuna wrap with the oat flour sometimes, and you just put everything. I call it the everything pretty much wrap, and you can just drop some kale or watercress in there. Yeah, vegetarian option with your almond flour bread. If you wanted to, you can have, again, the chana. You can have, of course, a side of veggies with that. Yeah.
And I mean, you're having some repeat things in there, so I'm guessing.
Definitely.
Like you could, you don't have to cook every day.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Because people are busy, right? And especially, I think for options like these, you feel like it doesn't taste great. The more you do it, you find your own substitutes and alternatives for it, right? And then your body feels better. I think that is what the benefit is for me. I can't explain what it's done for me, and maybe at some point, at some point, I will share just a bit of a backstory of why I started this journey and what it's done for me, because for years, there are things in my own body I didn't understand what was happening. I scarred easily, or I would get like hyperpigmentation within my wrist, under my neck, around my face, my eyes, and I didn't understand. It was just really what I was consuming, and that has since just gone, so even acne, etc., etc. But it does help, right? Digestive system. I remember years ago going to the washroom and having a regular bowel movement wasn't something I experienced, and it was an awful feeling. You'd feel your stomach and it's just really firm to touch, and you stay there, and it's such a process, to just have a release. And I remember my grandfather telling me once, you have to train your bowels. So you get up every single morning, warm water, and you just sit there for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you'd realize after a while your body starts to ease its way, and the waste gets out. And that's something you need and you want, so that your mouth odor, your body odor is really not as offensive if internally things are working well,
100%.
right?
So, but before we go to day 5, we're going to go to another short break. When we come back, Vanessa will wrap this up. She has how many more days?
You know what? 2 more and then done. Yeah, 2 more days.
All right. So we'll hear about those 2 days when we come back.
With a launch of fix up everything brand new. So gather your dreams, let the magic in. With a jam and big loan, you're set to win.
Get a loan up to $350,000 unsecured from GMMB for home repairs, trips, or gifts, and no loan repayments until February next year. Plus, you could win groceries, home decor, and more. GMMB, fixing you up for real this Christmas.
Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans at Furniture Plus. Enjoy fast approval, low interest rates, and up to 36 months financing. Retirees, self-employed, and permanent employees apply today. Buy now, pay later with Furniture Plus credit plans. Conditions apply.
At Acropolis Medical Center, we are deliberate in ensuring that good health is your foundation to a better life. For over 10 years, we've delivered compassionate care, medical excellence, and community support. From consultations to specialized services, everything you need is at one convenient, one-stop location. Whether it's your health, your family, or your organization, our team is here to help you live life well. Call 657-3356, WhatsApp 488-6463, or visit 99B Circular Road, San Fernando. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Acropolis Medical Center. Acropolis Medical Center. Live life well.
Hi, I am Vanessa Briggs, and I'll be joining Renata Singh on Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we empower women to live a healthy lifestyle holistically in mind, body, and spirit. Get all your tips on nutrition, exercise, mental health, and so much more on this special edition of Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM.
Woman of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and Extra Foods.
Women of Promise. Vanessa has 2 more days for us. If you're not joining us, she is dropping some nuggets, some ideas in terms of what you can do as healthy breakfast options.
Yes, so I'm just going to go right in. So the next one would be, well, this is a meat option because we have eggs in them. That's oat and banana pancakes. They are lovely. I fry plantains at the side usually, and then I fry eggs at the side. And then I fry eggs at the side. Love them. And then I fry plantains at the side. If it's a vegetarian option, then you have the same oat and banana pancakes. You have your plantains and you use flaxseed. to hold it together. Basically, that's it. Yeah. And the last day, yeah, would be yogurt. If you feel like on that Friday you want to just relax a little bit more and you want to have something fancy to eat in the evening, you can have yogurt that day. Of course, my preferred choice is purchased from Yum Yum Yogurt. That's a friend of mine. She sells them, and you can just order. They're fantastic, great probiotic option. And again, you have bananas in them, blended walnuts, pecans, etc. Whatever you want to put in it. Definitely cinnamon, always cinnamon, chia seeds, apples, and it's great for baking, right? So you can have bagels. So I do make chana bagels, right? I do make I've tried chana bagels. It's great. And then I've tried the almond flour bagels, but I always put the yogurt in them, right? And then if you want to, you can have them with some, well, of course, the ghee. I fry my eggs in ghee. Yeah, and it's absolutely delicious.
So anything that you fry, you fry it with
I use coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm roasting vegetables though, I put olive oil. I toss them about with olive oil and seasonings and stuff, and then you put them to bake, and they get a really nice crunchy taste. Or if you want to do just wedges, potato wedges, same thing, olive oil, lots of olive oil, and then you put your seasonings and stuff, and you bake them, pop them into the oven, and you have like a batch for like the day or maybe for 2 days if you're into leftovers. Yeah,
which I'm not.
I
And
know.
that's part of my problem.
Took me some time to get used to it. Like I think I told you, I would only eat it if it's maybe the day after.
Okay.
But definitely like 2 days, 3 days. Oh my gosh, cringe. But if you absolutely have to, and if I have no choice and I'm starving, well then I might, but I would not be a happy camper.
Yeah, I would not be happy.
Yeah.
I would just be eating this and be like,
Yep. So definitely. And that is it really for the breakfast options. We will share at the next segment, because Christmas is coming.
Ooh.
And who does not enjoy Christmas meals, right? And so I want to just, give you an idea of, even if you're purchasing out or even if you're eating out, you just incorporate, there must be carbs, there must be protein, you want to have your fiber, fruits, vegetables, always, and you're good to go. But you don't want to have rice with macaroni salad and fries, because those are multiple sources of simple carbohydrates, and then it spikes your insulin, and it's just not a great feeling. So so Christmas is coming up soon.
I have one question for you. Somebody on the live asked, what are your thoughts in terms of intermittent fasting? That's like a trending thing now.
It is, and I think most people do it for weight loss, and most people also do it because it lowers your insulin resistance, and you don't get a spike. And of course your blood pressure levels, for most it works, right? But I know not everyone can manage intermittent fasting, depending on if they're diabetic, etc. So it doesn't work for everyone. So it's something you can certainly try, but long term for some it's not sustainable, depending on your body type, depending on your blood type, depending on what the need is. But it definitely helps for weight loss if you're doing it along with cardio. But I'd always advise, if you're doing intermittent fasting, you should aim to build muscle. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have to lift heavy weights. You don't have to go to the gym to do it, but resistance training can definitely help. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, and if there are any topics you want us to chat about for the next segment, and Renata will share with you what's happening for the next segment, maybe just a bit of that. We might be singing, guys. I want to put it out there. Come,
we
see her
are
face
singing.
when she said, yes!
Well, I know you are.
No, we are. You just said we. Now I feel alone, and I don't think I'm enjoying that, right? But Renata is also a singer, guys. Let me tell you, she is a singer, and so we're looking forward to an exciting segment.
We're going to do some caroling.
We are.
But it's not going to be the end of the month. It's going to be on the 16th of December.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
So maybe you guys can, if you have any, songs, carols you'd like us to sing.
Yeah, that you like
Send
Renata
us
to
your
sing.
request.
You just send us, Yeah, check out on Instagram, Facebook, and just tell her, hey, I feel like based on your speaking voice, I want to hear you sing X or Y.
X or Y.
And we'll do it, yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy? Yeah, that's my favorite.
Every
Christmas.
time I hear that song, I answer the question.
Really?
At this point, she does know it. Okay.
Thanks, Renata.
You're welcome.
Yeah. She does know.
She does know.
Yeah, she
and
does.
if you want to know, you'll join us on December 16th. Vanessa will be back in studio with us. We're going to be caroling. It's going to be fun. We're going to make it fun.
Yeah, will you bring me eggs then? Like the sunny side
Eggs
up?
for caroling?
I don't know. I mean, it's protein, so it doesn't matter.
I'll think
like
about
after, right? Sunny side up.
I'm more thinking like that's more like a ham and hops kind of vibes going on.
Yeah.
Sorrel,
See, yeah. What kind of herbs you bring in for me?
How will you eat eggs and Carol?
I don't know if you put the eggs in like the sandwich. I don't know.
All right,
What do you think?
we'll figure
Yeah?
it out.
All right, cool.
We'll talk about this in detail. But guys, that's it from us. We're all out of time. It has
We
been a
are.
pleasure just connecting with you
Same.
guys. I hope you guys learned something. I learned a whole lot. Definitely some things to take into consideration when I well, hopefully I start eating breakfast.
Oh, so you don't?
No,
There
I
are some people who
don't.
don't, and you don't have to. Yeah,
Okay.
I know it's been said that we have to have breakfast. You don't always have to have breakfast, depending
Yeah.
on your age demographic as well. But for
I
some,
feel
you
like
have
I
to.
should because
think
it
you
kind of
should.
helps. It sets the day up for me.
Okay.
It would set the day up
Okay,
for me,
okay.
and it would help with that late eating
Yeah.
later on in the
Ah,
evening.
gotcha. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I understand. So then you wouldn't feel as hungry.
Exactly.
Okay, it makes sense. Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll catch you next week Tuesday
will.
right here. Don't miss it.
Hi, I am Vanessa Briggs and I'll be joining Renata Singh on Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we empower women to live a healthy lifestyle holistically in mind, body, and spirit. Get all your tips on nutrition, exercise, mental health, and so much more on this special edition of Women of Promise every last Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM.
Woman of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and Extra Foods. The following